how's everybody doing? I'm Harmonica Dave. My name's Dave, but everybody calls me Harmonica Dave. And we're here at Skoolie Palooza this year. It's our first time here. And the bus is pretty new. We got it last spring and worked on it through the summer, and so we're down here for the winter. Anyway, it's an old 7 school bus, and it's was a project, and it runs good. And the outside we did in I looked at vinyl wraps, and they're expensive, so I built teardrop camping trailers also, and I had some wood stain, and this is a glossy wood stain that I put on the teardrops, and so I thought, well, I can't afford a vinyl wrap, so I put some on the outside in one corner, and it looked pretty good. So I ended up just doing a whole bus like this, and so it's been like this since this springtime, and I'll see how long it holds up. But it turned out really good. I like it, so I'm real happy with it. So on the inside, if you want to follow me, I did the same on the ceiling. This is wood stain. It was a light blue color, and so I got the stain on here, and I drew my lines with a permanent marker, to make it kind of look like wood panels. So I did that, and then most of the stuff I have, I'm making chili for the potluck, but most of the stuff I have is given to me. Like this was a dresser that a friend of mine had, and she gave that to me, and so I took this half out and put my refrigerator in there, and then all the wood for the cabinets is old barn wood that a friend of mine gave me. So I like to screen so you can see what's up here, and I just put the magnets on there so they hit holes, and I haven't had any problems with anything falling out. The little couch I got at Goodwill for $20, and this is kind of my pride and joy over here. This door, it's a solid mahogany door that it's 150 years old. It came out of a tugboat that sank in the Puget Sound. It caught on fire, and so here's a burn mark that, because and they salvaged the boat. I don't know how many years after it sank, but the door's the guy that I got it from said it's about 150 years old, and so I carried this thing around for years and years and years, and it ended up here. This is the place it ended up, was in the bus, and then the bottom I have a chest, so it's a hall tree, but I cut it out for the curvature of the bus, and it fits really good, and it's got the original window, the round window in it, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
And then so that's my conversation piece right here. And then I left the floor, I didn't insulate anything, and I left the rubber mats because in case I spill something. I like to throw rugs, and and all my lights are LED lights. They're all 110. Everything is 110. I run off my inverter, and so, but the lights don't hardly draw anything. And the refrigerator draws about 0.8 amps, maybe 0.7 amps. And so this is one of the only new things. This in the microwave, this little stove. And I had a bunch of, because I build guitars, so I had a bunch of maple and some mahogany and some oh God, what's this? Walnut. I had a bunch of walnuts, so I used what I had and put in there because I like the wood look, and so it makes me feel like home. And I'd rather have this than a manufactured RV anyway. And so this thing came out of an old camper that was going to be scrapped, so it's stainless steel. So I got this, and I made the little base for it out of some maple that I had. And then here I have I put a table, and so this comes out, and this is all maple that I had too, and this dropped the leg down, so we got a table to eat on and do things on. And I keep there's a little storage underneath for hoses and my propane tank for the stove, and so, and then it folds out of the way and drops into place, and then it's wood that I had for guitars or people gave me.
Sure.
And so
I like your faucet.
Yeah, it's PVC, and I painted it kind of copper color, and the whole thing was copper, but one of the valves leaked, so I had to redo it. And eventually I'm going to make that copper with brass valves, but it works. And so the I have an on-demand hot water heater on the back, and then I have a solar hot water heater on top. It's just ABS pipe. It's black, and it just absorbs the heat. Midday, that's how I'm going to take a shower today.
Right.
So, and you know, you got to have a TV, I guess. So, and I have a 30-gallon water tank under the bed back here. And it's a 4x8 sheet of plywood, but it's not quite 8 foot long. It's like about 6'6", and it's 4 foot wide. And then I got these at Goodwill for $20, both of them. And I just kind of stacked them. The little door, same thing, Goodwill for like $5. And then I built my own composting toilet, and with a diverter, and then it just goes into a portable tank I have in the back. And all the sink, the diverter, and the shower. And the shower, I have it all valved off. So here's my pump right here, pump switch. So the pump is under the bed. So I pump water up into the tank on the roof, and then I valve it off, and then it's gravity fed. So I open up a valve, and the hot water just comes out through here. Or if it's cloudy and it's cold, I use my on-demand hot water heater in the back, and I just valve it so it goes through the on-demand hot water heater. And so this was a piece of plywood that a friend of mine gave me. So that put this up here, and this was scrap metal for the braces to come down here. So I have to come off the ribs because this is aluminum, and you can't really secure anything to the aluminum very well. And so I ran all the electric. I have outlets in here and here, and everything comes off the inverter. And I have 2 breaker panels in behind this door over here in the front. I have a breaker panel for shore power, and then I have a breaker panel for my inverter power. And so that works. It works really well so far. The only thing I'm going to change is maybe the copper for the sink, and I might add another solar panel up here. And then here, this is my little thermometer for my hot water tank up above. So when the sun heats it up, I can tell if it's warm enough to shower or not. Because the last time I didn't have this, and I would have to take a chance on how warm the water was. And sometimes it wasn't warm enough. But and then, so this is it. Yeah. I have room for my guitars on the bed. I have to move them around, but I don't mind doing that. So.
Right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice bus.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of that great Skoolie, and in the coming weeks there'll be more. So please, I will see you next Saturday for a tour of another Skoolie. Steampunk Steve saying, see you on the road.